when sort of white people go from South Africa, out of South Africa, to places like the United States in those days, possibly also to England, you sort of immediately have kind of felt you had to, swear you never had anything to do with apartheid, and you joined the most liberal sort of groups. Liberal's a nice word. I don't like that word. The sort of weirdo sort of left groups that you could find.
WUSA 9 captured the private charter carrying 49 white South Africans arriving at Dulles International Airport around noon.
I want you all to know that you are really welcome here.
They're the first group granted refugee status by the White House after President Donald Trump signed an executive order in February alleging they face racial persecution.
And they tell quite harrowing stories of the violence that they faced.
Prior to their arrival, Trump repeated claims with no direct evidence that there is a genocide of white South Africans.
White farmers are being brutally killed and their land is being confiscated.
Trump says they're under a government-sponsored race-based discrimination after a new law he believes unfairly allows land seizures based on race. The South African government denies all of his allegations. The new law in question gives the South African government permission to take land without compensation in certain cases as they address disparities caused by the apartheid era. Also known as Afrikaners, the descendants of European settlers benefit economically. While they only make up 7% of the population, they acquire most of the farmland.
It's a big middle finger, honestly, to any immigrants or refugees.
But to fast-track what's normally a lengthy process to resettle migrants is sparking outrage. Allowing Afrikaners to move to the U.S. and apply for citizenship comes as the White House suspended refugee resettlement programs in January.
All of these folks who have just come in today have been carefully vetted pursuant to our refugee standards. Whether or not the broader refugee programs for other people around the world will be lifted is still an ongoing consideration.
We've seen people that have been kidnapped, tortured, lives under threat, family members murdered and stuff like that. That's the people that come in as refugees, the real refugees, not this. Even if they were, then go through the same process as other refugees and let the other refugees in.
To sort of prove that you were not a person who supported apartheid. We never supported apartheid, really, but it was something we inherited from the European countries.
And in a stunning move, the Episcopal Church announced today that they will not be helping the Afrikaners who just got here through its refugee resettlement ministry, citing a commitment to racial justice and reconciliation. It also announced it will end a partnership with the federal government, which would have allowed them to receive federal grants. Guys?
A lot of folks also wondering what role his ally, Elon Musk, may have played in this as well. Matthew, thank you.